This video is all about solo travel hacks because let's face it, sometimes people aren't as cool as you and they don't want to travel because who knows why, but you are going to go anyway and experience a trip of a lifetime. Here's some hacks for you. Hostels, my favorite type of accommodation, and the reason is the community. It is filled with travelers, people who are traveling solo like you, people who are traveling on a budget like you, just like-minded people who are doing exactly what you are. You are 100% guaranteed to meet other travelers who have already traveled around the area you're currently in. They can offer advice on things to do, places to see, places to eat. Everyone is super friendly. Everyone is a traveler, open-minded, and you will make friends. And if you want to travel with those people for the rest of your trip, you can. If not, that's okay too. Walking tours, food tours, pub crawls are great ways to meet people when you first arrive at a destination and really get to know a place. You'll get to experience some of the local hangouts. You can make friends with other travelers who are on the trip with you. A lot of cities actually have walking tours that are free, so be sure to Google free walking tours in the city that you're going to and you'd be surprised what you can find. All of that beautiful jewelry you own, silver, gold, leave it at home. Do not bring anything flashy that will draw attention to you. Packing less is more. This is especially important when you're traveling solo because you don't want to be lugging around a couple of really heavy bags when you have to get somewhere and you don't have anyone to help you. So when you're packing, pack as light as possible and then take it a step further and take out 5 more items from your suitcase. If you can pack just a carry-on in a small day bag, you will make your travels so much easier. Learn the basics of the language of the place you're going to. That way you can really dive into the culture and make friends with locals. It also makes you feel more confident. So when you're walking around, you can ask for things in the local language. There are 2 language learning apps highly recommend. You can try Duolingo and Babbel. This next one I've been doing since my first solo trip, and it is taking a Lonely Planet guidebook with me. The Lonely Planet guidebook is like the travel Bible. I have found that it's such a comfort to have with me. If I arrive in a new place that I know nothing about, I know I can rely on the Lonely Planet book to give me great and safe recommendations for accommodations, for restaurants, or even tours to do. Always let someone know where you're going to next. Let your friends and your family back home know your itinerary. Always keep your head up and eye contact. When you're walking down an unfamiliar street, maybe you're even lost, do not look like you are lost. Always look like you know where you're going. Look like you own the place. Look like you've been there for a while and you know exactly where you're going. Confidence is key, especially when you're traveling solo. This next one is specifically for my ladies. Sometimes wearing a fake wedding band, even if you're not married or you don't even have a boyfriend, can make you feel safer, can prevent harassment and even questions like in places like India where people think that you should be married and you should be with a man. Of course, I do not agree with that. You do not need a man in your life to be a confident, successful woman. And you definitely do not need a man to travel. But if you want to avoid some harassment and questions, wearing a fake wedding band can help with that. Take advantage of solo benefits like getting that discounted last ticket to that concert that's in the front row because there's only 1 seat available. Or if you're at an amusement park, like Disney for example, there's so many times where they ask if there's any single riders to come all the way to the front. You can skip the line. The rule of 3, I call this one. It's asking 3 different locals the same question. So if you're looking for a certain place, ask 3 locals where that place is, and if at least 2 out of 3 of them tell you the right place, then you know you're going in the right direction. Purchase a local SIM card. In most countries, they are super affordable, and it's nice to have that peace of mind that you can always use your phone to make a phone call or use a GPS if you need to. Travel solo without traveling solo. If you want to travel, but there's no one back home who wants to do it with you or can't do it with you, but you still want to be around other people, join a tour group. There's tour groups like Guidebooks, which I really like, who put together amazing trips all over the world with really cool individuals that will remain your friends forever. I went on a Guidebooks trip about 11 years ago in Peru, and I'm still friends with some of the people that I met on that trip. And even after the tour was over, we continued traveling together. Use community sites like TravBuddy or Travel Chum to meet other travelers who are going to the destination that you want to go to. You can talk to each other to discuss your trips, offer tips and advice to each other on places to go, things to see, and even travel with each other if you choose to. There are also really great Facebook groups where you can connect with other travelers, plan trips together. There's a really great Facebook group called Hopscotch the Globe, if you've ever heard of it. There's also Girls Love Travel, which I really like. Arrive during the day instead of at night. And I know that there are those budget flights that look really good when it comes to the rate because they arrive in the destination in the middle of the night, but if you have to spend an extra $100 to arrive in the day, I highly recommend it. It's just generally safer to arrive in the day and travel during the day, especially if you're traveling solo. If you're traveling on a budget, I know the last thing you want to do is spend more for something that you don't necessarily need to, like a train ticket or a bus ticket. But your safety comes first. You always need to remember this. So if you need to pay a little bit more for a better seat on a train or a better seat on a bus, do it. One of the first things I recommend doing when you arrive at your hostel or hotel guest room is to get a business card. That way when you're wandering around the new place that you're in, you have the address on hand of where you need to go back to at the end of the day. Dining alone. This is one of the #1 fears of people who are traveling solo, actually eating alone. I personally love it because I can really enjoy my food. I don't have to talk to anybody. I can really focus on just what I'm eating. But if you are feeling a little bit uncomfortable or it's your first time dining alone, bring a book or bring music to keep you company. Take your vitamins. You want to do anything you can to stay healthy when you're on the road. The last thing you want to happen is to get sick, especially when you're traveling solo. Schedule rest stops. When you're traveling alone, you're making all the decisions. There's no one to help you out. It's just you figuring out where to go, where to stay, and it can be really exhausting. So it's good to take time once in a while and spend a couple of days just in one location just doing nothing. Just completely veg out. Go to a spa, get a massage, read a book, have some drinks, just recharge. Ask the hostel or hotel you're staying at places to avoid, especially when you're traveling alone. And to follow up on that, don't go out by yourself at night. Now I admit, I've done it. I've been out at night by myself in many countries, and looking back, there are times where I absolutely shouldn't have done it, and I'm very lucky. So it's just a good idea to have someone else to go out with at night. You know those really goofy selfie sticks that everyone laughs at? Bring one. They're light, they're easy to pack away, they're great for when you're traveling solo to really capture your trip. When you're holding your camera out, just using your hand, you don't get to see a lot of your surrounding, but if you have that selfie stick, you can see so much more and get great shots. Always keep a fully stacked first aid kit with you, especially when you're traveling solo. Anytime you go out, bring a portable battery charger. The last thing you want to happen is needing your phone, whether it's a safety concern or just trying to get from one place to another. You don't want to have a dead phone when it's so easy to bring a battery pack with you. Make copies of your travel documents, your visas, your passports, and give those to your family back home to keep with them, as well as email them to yourself. That way, if you do lose something like your passport, let's hope that doesn't happen. If you have copies of it, it'll make the process of getting a new one a lot easier. Using transportation services like Uber or Lyft is better than using a taxi, in my opinion. And you can actually set an ETA of where you are, and it'll track your journey and send it to your friends or family so they actually can see where you're going in real time. Using Uber and Lyft tends to be more affordable as well than using a taxi. Dress like the locals. This is one of my favorite hacks because not only is it respectful, it's also a lot of fun. You really get a better sense of the culture and becoming part of it. When you're in India, for example, buy some Indian clothes like the locals are wearing. Not only will the locals love it, they will respect you more. It'll be a start of conversation in a positive way, and you will not stick out like a sore thumb when you don't want to be. Even if you're into spontaneous travel like me, I would recommend booking your first 2 nights in a place before going. That way, if you just had a really long flight and you arrive, you don't have to think about where you're gonna spend that night. And if you're staying at a hostel, it'll give you time to just settle in, talk to other travelers, see where they've traveled to already and where they recommend so you can plan the rest of your trip. This one, so important. Trust your gut. The crazy thing and incredible thing about traveling solo is your intuition, that instinct that you have is just like super heightened. So when you feel like something is wrong or something it just doesn't feel right, you are most likely correct. So follow your gut. If you don't feel safe in a situation, get out of there right away. And last but not least is embrace being alone. Especially if this is your first solo trip. This is one of the best things that you'll ever do for yourself. Traveling solo is something I recommend everyone try in their lifetime. You learn so much about yourself, about your likes and your dislikes. It makes you a stronger person. It makes you more confident. It is one of the most rewarding experiences you can ever have. That was a lot. That was a lot, and I hope it was super helpful, especially if you're currently planning a solo trip and it's your first solo trip especially. You are in for an incredible experience, and these hacks will definitely help you get the best of that experience. I'm so excited for you, and if you want to share any solo travel hacks that I haven't mentioned, please do so below. If you're traveling solo, you do not want to miss the video below. Where is it? It's going to be like over here. Check it out. Me and my fellow travel ladies talk about everything that you're going to want to know about solo travel, especially if this is your first time doing it and you have any questions or concerns. We answer them all in this video.